and me. Together we could be anything, anything.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Scruffy Tam Airlines. This is Scruffy Tam, Lord of Socks, your pilot for this and several other flights as we tour the United States from East Coast to West Coast and back. I hope you enjoy these Twitch live streams that were recorded live and with my community. And I hope that you will come visit me live on twitch.tv.scruffytam sometime soon. So once again, I hope you enjoy this series. I hope you are enjoying and have enjoyed this series of flights as we tour the United States, take some time and sightsee in some of the bigger cities. And I hope to see you soon. Take care of yourselves and safe flying. Got everything fixed. Tam the OG, how are you? Welcome to the channel. Hello everybody else. Welcome to the channel. Hope you're doing well this evening. An impromptu stream. I was not going to stream because I had a meeting at work that was supposed to happen from 5:30 to 7. And we got released at like 5:45. We were done, so I came home 8, talked to Mrs. Scruff for a few minutes, and then decided to stream. So here I am. No stream tomorrow night though, no stream Thursday, and depending on the weather, they may not be a stream Friday because I've actually got a concert that I'll be flying. This is a live stream, a real life one, Metal Ryan. Yes, it is. How are you? Good to see you. It is a real life stream. Showering, lurking. Thank you, Tam the OG.
Hello. Is it me you're lurking for?
So I may not be streaming Friday night. Just depends on how the weather is going to hold up, because it's a concert I'm supposed to be videoing, but the chances of rain are really, really high for Friday here. So we'll see. If it rains, I may be streaming Friday. All right, I'm going to go ahead and switch to the game. That's what we're all here for. You're doing good, Jillian. I am glad, man. I'm glad you're on my channel. Good to see you. Good to see you. All right, just taking a look to see who all is live right now. Switch to the game, and we'll go ahead and get this flight started. Kind of excited because we're going to be flying over a pretty significant mountain range. So we'll start at KFAT, which is Fresno Yosemite International Airport. I'm going to roll back time just a little bit. Oh, okay, Tam. Yeah, no problem. Just let me know. No worries, no worries. All right, so this is going to be my departure airport. The aircraft I'm going to be flying is a fairly new one to me. I flew it last stream for the first time, pretty much. That I really knew kind of what I was doing. I still don't really know exactly what I'm doing with this one, but I had some help on my last stream. So this will be the first time that I'm kind of flying it solo. We'll see. I was flying Cessnas and I was having some issues with the biggest one. Thank you, Tam the OG.
Passengers, I think we're gonna crash.
Thank you, Tam the OG, for that. I appreciate it. So I'm just waiting on it to load, and then we will take off from Fresno, California, flying over to Las Vegas. Good voice for 5 minutes, courtesy of Tam the OG.
Thank you, Tim, for 5 minutes of Squid Voice. Alright, we are ready to fly. I also need to go ahead and get used to taxiing out. You know, go ahead and start from a terminal and then taxi my way out. And actually, you know, do a checklist and all that stuff before I fly. But for now, I'm not gonna be doing that. Alright, so I'm gonna first of all, let's look at my nav map and see what altitude I need to set my autopilot to. Holy crap, we're gonna have some really tall mountains we're gonna be going over. So I'm gonna set my altitude at 17,000 feet. So let's go ahead and set up my autopilot. Alright, so we're gonna set the altitude at 7,000 feet. Where is my altimeter? There we go. $17,000. I think I said 7,000. I'm gonna set it for 17,000. Alright, I'm good with that. And I'm still really new at this. I've got to remember what to do to turn it on. There we go. So turn that on. And then my heading, the direction I'll be heading is going to be 87 degrees. So we can go ahead and plug that in. And we're gonna let the airplane kind of do its own thing. Once I'm up in the air. Hopefully setting all this before I start flying is a good thing. I have no idea. Alright, I'm gonna turn on... I've learned a few things about this. I'm gonna turn on the pitot heat. Take the parking brake off. And we should be ready to roll. We'll go ahead with the takeoff roll in just a minute. Okay, here we go. Everybody ready? Alright, and I would like to welcome everyone to Scruffy Tam Airlines. I am your pilot, welcome to Scruffy Airlines. I'm your pilot, Scruffy Tam. Today's destination will take us over a large mountain range to Las Vegas. Not sure what the flight time will be, probably a couple hours flight time. Once we get up to our cruising altitude of 17,000 feet, our flight attendants will be around with light refreshments. That's about all. So we are ready for takeoff. Flight attendants, go ahead and prepare for takeoff. Alright, here we go. Before we even start taking off, that is. Refreshments, yes, refreshments. Not freshments, refreshments. Alright, I'm gonna take my landing gear down. Wait up. Landing gear up.
Passengers? I think we're gonna crash.
That could happen, Tanucci. That could happen. Alright, I've got autopilot on. Let's see what it does. Yeah, we're gonna crash. Okay. Hey, how are you, Swan? Because you love Squid Voice so much, that's why. Autopilot on, let's let it do its thing and see where it takes us. Thank you, Tam, for shouting out Swan. I appreciate that. Swan, I hope you're doing well today.
Good to see you, Swan. As always, it's always good to see you. One of my longtime viewers. I'm trying out autopilot in a different way than what I have ever, really. We're gonna see how this is working out. I'm really not sure how this is gonna work out. So far we are gaining in altitude, which is nice to know. My heading. Okay. Uh-oh, I've got a beeping. Beeping's usually not a good thing. What am I beeping for? Oh, okay. My engine RPM is like going nuts.
Fresno Tower Beechcraft November Niner 2 Sierra Tango frequency change.
Okay, now what's the beeping for?
Beechcraft November Niner 2 Sierra Tango is type Beechcraft B36 2 miles northwest of Fresno 2,800 feet. Request clearance to transition Charlie airspace.
I think I'm gaining altitude way too quick. We're gonna, oh, y'all are camping. Awesome. I hope you're having fun. I hope you have good weather actually too, Swan.
1 Beechcraft 2 Sierra Tango.
I've got a beeping that's typically not good. I think I'm close to stall speed is what the issue is. We're climbing so quickly that we're about to stall the aircraft, but I wouldn't think that autopilot would do that, but kind of panicking a little bit. All right, so I'm going to set the heading to 84, I think was the heading I was wanting. I'm not sure what that, oh, I just realized I still had my music on. Sorry about that. Not sure what the beeping is. That may have been it. I forgot to even my flaps back out. Hopefully that will pick up my ground speed a little bit. My airspeed, excuse me, and fix things. I'm not sure. It's me. Hey, Percy. How are you, Percy? Good to see you. Welcome back. How are things? I hope you're doing well. It has been a while. Y'all, I'm not sure what the beeping is about, and I apologize. I really don't know what the warning is for. Crazy busy? Let me see if I just take manual control for a minute, if that's going to stop the beeping. It is not. There we go. Yeah, I did. Thinking that the beeping was just that my yeah, I really don't know what the beeping was, but as soon as I turn on autopilot, it starts right back again. There we go. I think I know what it was. My engine RPM. You can't hear the beeping. I'm glad you can't hear the beeping, Swan. It's about to drive me crazy. It's a solid beep. I'm sure it'll go away once I get to my cruising altitude. And I think what it is that the aircraft is climbing too rapidly. I've just got to figure out how to fix that, and I'm not sure how to fix it. Yeah, it does sound like a flat line. Oh, hello, Percy. I hope you have a wonderful week too, Percy. Thank you so much for coming in and saying hello. It's always good to see you, friend. I hope you'll come back again soon. Sorry, I'm a little distracted with this awful beeping that's going on. But I hope we'll go away soon. But I think what the issue is just my what they call the angle of attack. I'm pointed up too much, but I'm letting the plane do its thing in autopilot. Which I guess I could take over with the yoke and bring it down a little bit. Yeah, see, that's what it is. But autopilot's just trying to take right back over again. And so what's happening is my airspeed is getting into the red where the plane's just gonna stall because it's not gonna get lift anymore. And see, here we go, we're stalling now. Do what? Oh, thank you. And now we got something else beeping too. My engine RPMs are too high. Oh my gosh. Okay. There. Okay. Hopefully all this will stop soon, y'all. I am so sorry. And I don't see any warning indicators on now for what the issue is. I wish I knew what the issue was so I could shut this up, but I don't. Let's see here, fuel. So it's not like we're about to run out of fuel. It's always an adventure with Scruffy Airlines. Yes, it is. And every time I think I have this figured out, I don't. You know what I mean? 87. I'm not sure. That beeping is about to drive me bananas though. Hey, Lady Penny. No, I don't know what's going on. I'm getting a headache from this crazy beeping that's going on, and I'm not sure why. I'm not sure what the beeping is.
Passengers, I think we're gonna crash.
Oh, you know what? We're on pause. That's one thing. I had the plane paused. Oh my gosh. Sheesh. No wonder we weren't going anywhere. There. Now, hopefully this will take care of some things. We'll find out. We'll see what it's got. Oh crap. I didn't mean like take care of some things like that. Hang on. We are stalling. We're stalling. Let me see if I can pull us out of it. There. You know what? This plane is really something with autopilot has just gone totally wacky. Thank you, Benny. I know, right? No screaming or anything. This is crazy. I'm pulling as far back on the stick as I can. The plane's about to break on us. Yep, it did. The plane broke. We overstressed the aircraft. I definitely saw that. My bad, totally. Thank you, Tam, for shouting out Lady Penny. That's okay. I don't know what I did wrong. But I did make some changes. I made some changes that contributed to that. Oh my gosh, what the heck? All right, let's see if I can figure out how to start this thing back up. All right. All right, everybody, I'm not going to use autopilot until I get up in the air this time. I'm not sure exactly what happened. Okay, Tam, no problem at all, babe. All right, park and brake is about to be off. Turn the pitot heat on. And here we go. Hopefully we'll be more successful this time. I was playing around with autopilot probably a little more than I should have before I took off. Or not really before I should have, but just wasn't really sure what I was doing. So we'll see how this goes. Apologize for that crash. We all survived, thankfully. Okay, so we're up in the air, landing gear. Up. Flaps up. Just see how we're looking now. See how we're looking. I do need to go ahead and be turning. The correct heading. So anyways, we're trying to head to Las Vegas from Fresno, California to Las Vegas, Nevada is going to be our final destination. It's where I hope we'll make it, unless we break apart in the air like we just did, because of crazy things happening with our aircraft. But my plan is to get us all safely to Las Vegas. And then my next stream will do some sightseeing in Las Vegas. I don't think I'm really going to have time to do much sightseeing tonight while we're there. But my next stream, that's my plan, is for us to do some sightseeing. I hope everyone's doing well. Once again, I apologize for that craziness, that crash that we had. Now that we are up in the air, I'm going to try to adjust
2 miles south of Fresno, 2,800 feet. Request clearance to transition Charlie airspace.
I'm going to try to adjust my altitude this time successfully without crashing.
Squawk 2722.
Alright, I want to go to 17,000 feet.
Beechcraft 2 Sierra Tango radar contact 2 miles southeast of Fresno. 2,600 feet. Cleared through the Charlie airspace. SkyWest Flight 421, contact Oakland Center.
All right, so the autopilot has taken over. Heading of 87 degrees is what I want.
Beechcraft 2 Sierra Tango. Going to 123 decimal 8, SkyWest Flight 421.
Hopefully everything is going to work properly this time and we won't go into an upside down spiral nosedive like we did last time. Not really sure what that was about. We are looking a lot better right now. No beeping, no wildness, so hopefully we'll be a little more successful this time around. And I will do an external view very shortly. All right, once we get up to our cruising altitude, I'll flip back to the external view camera where we can look outside a little bit. But for now, I'm just kind of wanting to keep an eye on things so they don't get too crazy like they have. But we can look out and see Fresno, California as we fly over Fresno. Nice smooth flight this time, unlike the last takeoff that I did. We should have everything set up in order and properly this time. We're heading for a cruising altitude of 17,000 feet because we are going to be crossing over a mountain range that is 16,300 feet. Hopefully, it looks like we'll see some snow on top of those mountains, people. It's very rare that we get to see snow where we live, so this ought to be pretty cool. Go ahead and take a look around. So these are the mountains that we'll be flying over. Not sure if it's the Rocky Mountains. Not sure if that's the Rocky Mountains or not. I have no clue what mountain range that is. But here's our Beechcraft aircraft. Nice little sight out the window. Look at my fuel. Looking good fuel wise. It's the Alps. Yeah, I'm not sure what mountain range it is between that you fly over California to get to Las Vegas, but they're pretty tall. I'll give them that. See if I can scroll in and see. Sequoia National Park, John Krebs Wilderness. There's no name on the mountains themselves. See, I'm really not sure what the name of this mountain range is. It's pretty impressive though. Pretty impressive. At this point, I'm just happy that the plane is flying. We're not crashing. All right, fuel mixture is incorrect. We are leaning it out just a little bit. Actually, I'm going to change things up a little bit. So what I'm doing, I'm kind of experimenting with engine RPM, which is how fast the engine's spinning, and then the prop pitch, which is the pitch of the propeller. Like, is the propeller pulling really hard, or is it straightening the blade out where it's not pulling as hard? So I'm just kind of experimenting with that, so that we can get a quicker flight speed but also bring our engine RPM down. So what we got going on is the engine RPM is basically redlining, 2700 RPM. That's not good. You don't want your engine redlining, which is where we're at. So I'm going to bring the engine RPM on down some, bring it away from the red, but we'll keep the props at full pitch so it's pulling hard, which will keep our airspeed up. Should anyways. So I've got three knobs over here. I really should hook up. Tell you what, let's see. I should really hook up this camera where y'all can see my controls. Let's see if I can do that impromptu on stream. Do I have my passenger side and a waiver that you'll be experimenting in the air? Yes, I do, Tam. That is that's part of our agreement. That's part of the passenger agreement flying on Scruffy Tam Airlines. Is that you understand that you may not make it. Iceman, what is going on, friend? How are you? Hey, thank you for sending me that link. I really do appreciate that. I'm trying to set up a camera where y'all can see my controls. Oh Lord, are you messing around with the background again, Tam? No, okay, good. That's my Clemson colors. Thank you, Tam, for shouting out. Oh, MC Pinks is here. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm a horrible person for not looking to see. MC Pinks, what is happening, my friend? I apologize for totally missing that you were in here. I'm trying to set up a controls camera. Oh, Iceman, dude. So, no, it did not offend too much. I've learned never to apologize for my beliefs. Honestly, I've been super busy and I haven't spent a whole lot of time with looking at some of the other, looking at the information in there. So no, dude, don't apologize. All right, I'm going to bring my engine RPM up just a little bit. I may back off the props because I'm going a little bit slower than what I was hoping to. Just trying to get my airspeed up a little bit so that this flight won't take forever. Good deal, MC. I'm glad everything's going good for you, friend. It's always good to see you. Why is my background making you angry, Tam? Are you messing with the colors? Because I had it orange and purple and it was supposed to flicker and change the red sometimes, like a spooky. It's supposed to be spooky is what it's supposed to be anyways. So our, oh, that's why it's making you angry. Okay. So our plan for today is we're flying from Fresno, California to Las Vegas, Nevada. We're approaching a mountain range. I'm not sure of the name of this mountain range, which I guess I could just Google it, right? We're approaching this mountain range. And the tallest, the highest altitude of this mountain range is 16,300 feet. And I've got my autopilot set to 17,000 feet. So we should clear it pretty easily, but I wanted to be close enough where we can see some details. And it looks like it's high enough where we actually have some snow on top of these mountains. So this ought to be pretty cool. It's the tallest mountain range that we've flown over yet on our coast to coast tour. This is also the first flight that we are officially heading back east now officially. No. She's talking to me, Iceman. So Tam the OG is my daughter, and she has access to the controls for my backlights, and so she's trying to mess with my backlights while I'm streaming. And it's not doing. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, yeah. So she's not talking about your background making her angry. Yeah, she was just talking about the lights aren't doing what she wanted them to. And that's what's making her angry. Yeah, I don't.
Request flight following. Beechcraft November 902 Sierra Tango Oakland Center. Squawk 0053. Squawk 0053 Beechcraft 2 Sierra Tango.
Hey, Iceman, thank you for the channel points redemption. I appreciate that, friend. So let's see if I can. Uh-oh, what did I just do? No, that was not what I was supposed to do. So I've hooked up another camera, and I'm gonna see if, while I'm live, this is gonna be interesting. Video capture device. Logitech. I'm gonna add this live and see what happens.
Fresno approach Beechcraft November 902 Sierra Tango 11,000 feet.
Apparently nothing. Okay. Sorry. Trying to make some changes to the stream where y'all can see my controls and kind of see what I'm talking about or what I'm doing as I'm flying. But I may have to set this up. After stream. Properties, webcam should be hooked up. But for some reason it's not working. So you know what? I'm not gonna do this live on stream, y'all. I'm so sorry. Because I need to be engaging with you guys. So anyways, what I was saying is I've got throttle controls over here, and it's got 3 levers that I can use to control various aspects of the engine. The first one on the far left is engine throttle, or engine RPM. How fast or slow the engine is spinning. So kind of like the accelerator pedal in your car. You push the gas, the engine speeds up, the car goes faster. The middle lever that I have here is a blue lever, and it changes the propeller pitch. So if you think about a fan in your house, you turn the fan on, it blows air. The reason it blows air is because the fan blades or the propeller is turned at such an angle that it pulls air through it. Tam the OG, it did not work. Thank you for that though, Tam the OG. So when we talk about prop pitch, it's how far the blade tilts. Is it pulling a lot of air through, or is it, just kind of cutting through the air without pulling? So that's the second one. That's prop pitch. That can also control how fast the aircraft goes. The third one is fuel mixture. Thank you for that channel points redemption, Iceman. Boom headshot. So yeah, the third lever, it is a red lever, and it actually, if you look down here in the aircraft, it's pretty much got the same levers in it. So this red lever, when I move it, it's moving in the game. Thank you for dropping that bass. So the red lever is fuel mixture, how much or how little fuel is coming in. And then you can see the blue lever. As I move it in real life, it's moving the lever there. And then the same thing with the black lever.
Oakland Center, Beechcraft,
So it's
November
pretty
9,
awesome how that
2
works
Sierra
out.
Tango, 12,100 feet. Beechcraft, November 9 or 2 Sierra Tango, Oakland Center, altimeter 29.
So what I'm doing, I'm gonna try to adjust these to where I can get my airspeed up a little bit. Trying to increase my airspeed. Right now I'm at 97. Wait a minute, 97 knots. So I'm trying to increase that a little bit, but I'm also watching my engine RPM because I don't want my engine redlining. So it's in a good spot right now. And now my fuel mixture is incorrect, so I'm going to adjust it a little bit. There we go. And it looks about like 97 knots is about the best I'm going to get. As you can see by my altimeter, I do need to increase my altitude because we're coming up on mountain ranges that are 16,000 feet, and I'm only at a little under 13,000. So I need to bring the altitude on up. And you can see it is climbing, but I need to go a little bit quicker. So I'm going to go ahead and increase my pitch, increase my engine RPM. Oh, you're subscribed to my YouTube channel? Cool, thank you. Swan, thank you for the lurk. Enjoy your camping trip, Swan. Have a good time camping. And you can see we're coming up on this mountain range rather quickly, so I'm hoping that we're not going to have any issues. Oops. Let's go to the external view. Have a look around. Yeah, you can see, so I've got it kind of level, and you can see that if I stay where I'm at now, I'm going to be scraping the top of those mountains. So I need to increase my altitude a little bit, but this is a pretty nice view. Look at this, look at these mountains. And the snow on top of them. This is beautiful. Beautiful stuff, beautiful stuff. And now we have an incorrect fuel mixture again. There we go. Blue keeps headbutting the phone. Oh, she recognizes my voice. Blue the kitty. All right, as you can see, looking at the altimeter, we're still increasing in altitude. Which should be fine. Our airspeed is pretty much, I mean, I've got this plane wide open, and 97 is about all she's gonna do. And that's fine. We'll be fine. We should totally miss this mountain range. I mean, easily. So we'll go ahead and take a look around. Look outside. Isn't that just gorgeous?
Descend and maintain 9,400 feet. Expect ILS Yankee runway 29 or right approach via ALTTA transition clear to ALTTA southwest.
If she has sinus issues, she definitely belongs in the family, Tam. One of these days, I'm going to post these pictures on Facebook and see if people really think that that I flew. Oh, I didn't know I could go in the back seat. What? How did I not know this? Uh-oh, how do I get in the front seat? Oh my goodness. Y'all, I have gone in the back seat and I have no clue how to get back up. Oh my word. Okay, I'm a backseat driver. And I'm serious, I have no idea. Let's see here. So we're gonna go to reset position. Yes, there we go. That fixed it. Yeah, so one day I'm gonna post these pictures on Facebook and I'll make out like I'm a pilot. And I thought about Cougar Hunter, what's up? How are you? I was a true backseat driver, except the backseat flyer this time. Oh, Cougar, if you have not, I had not heard of it until recently. Like I've only been flying for about a month, but it's just like flying a plane for the most part. See, I was just showing chat the controls for the plane. If you see these three levers right here, the mixture, the propeller, and the throttle, I've actually got those same controls right here beside me. So when I move the red lever to adjust the fuel mixture, you can see it moving. Same thing with the propeller pitch. Just like I really thank you, Tam the OG. So it's just like I really have the real control sitting right here in front of me. It's pretty doggone awesome. And so where I'm going right now, Cougar, we started out in Fresno, California. We're flying over this mountain range, and our final destination is going to be Las Vegas. So we're going to fly to Las Vegas this evening, and then my next stream, we will do a tour of Las Vegas. We'll kind of do some sightseeing in Las Vegas. Yeah, buy the Series X to play this on Xbox. Dude, I can't speak for how awesome it is on Xbox. I'm playing it on PC through Steam, but man, I am totally enjoying this. It's an absolute blast. Y'all, I hope that's not going to be the case with this mountain range, because it's looking kind of sketchy. I mean, we're with the cockpit view, it looks like we're pretty close, but I think we'll clear it okay. My passengers have a lot of faith in me. Yeah, and I don't know if that's a good thing or not, Sam. Iceman spending all the channel points. So what I really want to do, y'all, is post a picture like this on Facebook and be like, oh crap, look at this close call I had with my drone. On one of these pilot sites, or on a drone site on Facebook, and really get the people going. That's what I want to do. Anyways, look at how beautiful this is. It is gorgeous. Taking some screenshots for my Instagram and Discord. Yeah, us after you body slam into a mountain range. Won't be the first time, Tam the OG. It won't be the first time. It has happened before. But I mean, seriously, sitting in the cockpit, you're like, oh crap, we're heading straight for the mountains. Wait a minute now. Hang on now. I've got issues here. I've got my altimeter set for 17,000 feet, but we're steadily climbing. Why? So my selected altitude, okay, so I need to synchronize to the current altitude. Why am I steadily climbing? Yes, Tam the OG, they do have one. They do. Oh, no, not if you, no, I did not set up one just for theirs, no. Is it climbing because autopilot knows that if I keep on my heading that I'm gonna hit the mountains? Maybe. Interesting. I'm gonna watch and see. Yes, Tam, you have two different commands. Kind of at a loss as to why we're still gaining altitude. Okay, I'm gonna try to figure this out. Okay, so vertical speed, approach mode, back course mode, vertical navigation heading, autopilot is on, flight director. Selected altitude should be 17,000 feet. Hey Hannah, how are you, Hannah? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Made some changes to the stream last night instead of streaming. Hope everybody likes the changes I made. So now whenever you post an emote, the emotes do float across the stream. That's something new.
Baby shark, baby shark, baby shark.
Beechcraft 2 Sierra
Baby
Tango
shark for
Los
Hannah.
Angeles Center on 127.1. Good day. Going to 127.1 Beechcraft.
So we'll see. I'm not sure what's going to happen. Why I'm still gaining altitude.
2 Sierra Tango flight level 185.
I don't know. Every time I think I have autopilot figured out, I don't. I'm doing fantastic, Hannah. Always good to see you, friend. Thank you for being here. The only thing I can think is that autopilot is creating a buffer between the plane and the mountains. What is FMS? No idea. All right, I'm gonna go to external view. Let's take a look at these mountains because we're pretty much reaching the apex of the mountains. Oh yeah, look how tall the mountains are. Oh, Flight Manny, that makes sense. That makes sense, Iceman. I should know this. But the issue is, I don't know why I'm still gaining in altitude because I had it set at 17.
Boom, headshot.
Thank you, Iceman, for the boom headshot. I had autopilot set at 17,000 feet, and I am still gaining altitude well past 17,000 feet, and I had no idea why. I thought I had autopilot all figured out. He meant do not pass. So I'm really not sure why I'm still climbing. Not sure exactly what's going on. It's not going to be long. I'm going to reach the highest altitude that this aircraft is able to go, which I think is 24 or 25,000 feet. Is it, wait a minute, is it because this may be the reason, because I've got the engine going wide open and it's I'm not sure. This might be the issue. All right, I'm going to try this and let's see what happens. We'll throttle on back a little bit. We'll change the prop pitch and then see. I just assumed that the aircraft would take over on its own with engine RPM and stuff. Getting some turbulence as we go over the mountains. Oh, check this out. Okay, Tam, thank you. You've been lurking since you started watching season 2. Oh my gosh. Yeah. How are you liking it? How did you like season 1? Like after season 1, I definitely wanted, I couldn't wait for season 2 to come out. And I can't wait for season 4 to come out now, but yeah, how did you like season 1? Good night, Tam. Yep, sleep well, baby. But definitely, yeah, text me after your appointment. I may not be able to talk, but if you call me, I mean, if you text me. If I'm not mistaken, season 2, I think, is the season where things got a little bit weird. It wasn't my favorite, but season 3 totally changed me back to really, really loving it again. Let's look at our fuel situation. I may need to flip tanks. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and switch to the right tank just to keep things even so that the aircraft isn't too imbalanced. There we go. Switch over to the right tank. Check on my altitude. Looks like we're holding pretty steady. I'm gonna drop the engine RPM and the pitch of the blades down a little bit more. Oh, wait a minute now. PFD. Wind. So we can see our wind is from the rear at 2 knots. So we got a slight tailwind, nothing too awful bad. Getting an awful lot of turbulence right now. And we're losing our airspeed. We're getting close to stall speed, y'all. I did notice that the plane's getting a little bit squirrely. So I'm going to go ahead and increase my my prop pitch again, which is just going to increase my altitude. And I really, I seriously, I don't understand what's going on. with that. But yeah, we're getting pretty close to stall speed, so I've just increased the engine RPM a little bit, and I'm hoping that that's not gonna, but it looks like it is. It's gonna bring our altitude right back up. I just don't know what's happening with my altimeter. That I've got it set at 17,000, and now we're at, you know, 19, almost 7, or 19.6, excuse me. Vertical speed. So if anyone knows why that is, why I've got it set at 17,000, but it's still climbing above 19,000, it's not going to be long before we hit our top altitude, and there's no reason for it to be this way. If you know why, I'm open to suggestions. I'm going to go ahead and knock autopilot off right now, actually. Which is going to be an issue because I don't have much fuel in my right tank and my left tank's still full, so I'm going to be pulling to the right. But I really want to drop my altitude on down some, closer to where I selected, you know, closer to 17,000 feet, and that should be perfectly fine flying over these mountains. So I'm going to bring it on down. Back on track, and then I'll try messing with the altimeter again, and then we'll go back to autopilot and see what happens, just for kicks. I'm still trying to learn the plane a little bit. I should spend more time off stream learning all the quirky things, you know, the aircraft that I fly. But instead, off stream, if I'm back here on the computer, I just want to stream so I don't learn anything until I'm flying, and then it's too late. Anyways. So just trying to bring the altitude below 17,000. Once I do that, then I'll mess with the altimeter on the autopilot some more and see if we can resolve this issue. I do see my airspeed's getting a little dangerously fast. You can see the yellow line right here kind of creeping down. That means I'm going a little too fast, in danger of breaking my aircraft, which is what happened the last time I crashed. My airspeed was just too fast and the aircraft broke apart in midair. I don't want that to happen again. All right, we're getting on down there though. Almost to 17,000. 500 more feet to go. I'm probably gonna bring it on down to 16,000. Then I will set it to 17, hit autopilot, and let's just see what happens. All right, we're 16.8. Bring it on down a little bit more. Actually, I should just let it fall naturally. By bringing my engine speed down. But I don't want to stall the plane either. Good golly, this is such a flying an aircraft is a lot of work, a lot of stuff to learn, and none of my regular pilots that have flown these are here to hold my hand. So there's a couple things that can happen. You can go so fast that your aircraft just can't take it and it will fall apart in air. Second thing is you can stall, which means you lose your airlift. Air is what lifts the plane up in the air. If you go too slow, then you lose your lift, and then you stand, you risk crashing then because you have stalled. Not that the engine has stopped running like a car stalling, but that you have lost your lift and the engine stalls from, you know, lifting up in the air, and then you crash. All right, we're getting close to stall speed now. I'm gonna bring my engine RPM back. All right, there we go. So now let me engage autopilot again and just see what happens. Oh, Hannah, thank you for the host. I appreciate you hosting the stream, friend. Thank you. Hey, what is it, Iceman? What's going on, Iceman? All right, we're nearing stall speed again. There we go. We were in danger of crashing again. Iceman, I'm not sure what's going on here. Are you trying to raid me? All right, we are slowly Slowly going back up in altitude. Hopefully it's going to stop at 17,000 feet this time. We'll see. I'm not confident in that. I am not confident in it stopping at 17,000, but we'll see what happens. I do have the altitude set at 17,000 feet. And typically I'll set it at 7,000. I'll turn FLC mode on, and then it takes over from there and will stop wherever you have it set. So we're gonna see what happens. It seems to be leveling out though. I mean, at 16.6 it's not climbing too awful fast. And if you look at the magenta and the yellow, they're pretty much lined up, meaning that it's flying level where it wants to. It's not trying to climb higher. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm thinking everything's adjusted right now. No clue why I was continually climbing like I was before. No clue. Okay, so I see my 17 is blinking. No idea what that means. And it looks like we're set because that blue mark right there means that's our target. So let's see if we stay this time at 17,000 feet. Hopefully we will. Hopefully that'll be the case. We're getting close to that target. Let's see. If we do, I'll be tickled to death, because then it'll just be kind of a smooth ride all the way to Vegas. We're not quite halfway there from Fresno. Okay, please level out now. Stop climbing. And it's still climbing. I have no idea, people. I have no idea. I've got so much to learn. And every time I think I have something figured out on a plane, I find out I don't. So back over here again we go. Vertical speed, vertical speed. Selected altitude. 17,000 feet. I don't want to synchronize it to our current altitude. Oh wait. Huh. Not really sure what is going on, because we're constantly going up in altitude. What's that changing? CLR, clear, cancel, remove. Toggle flight plan page, direct to. I'm not sure. I do know that the plane is climbing at such an altitude that we're close to stall speed, and it's puzzling me because I've got the altimeter set at 17,000. I'm in autopilot right now, and I'm not sure why we're not flying at 17,000 feet right now. Oh wait, altitude hold mode. Dang, could that be it? Okay, well at least we're holding our altitude now. I'll go with that. Let's see if we stay at 17.5 now. Hey, if we do, I'll be perfectly fine with where we're at. I mean, I'm perfectly happy with 17.5 if that's what that does. I could actually bring it on down a little bit now that we're over the mountain range. We're over a mountain range now where the top altitude is 13.4. So technically I could come down a couple thousand feet and be fine. And then we'll be, you know, beginning our descent into Las Vegas. And you know what? I may go ahead and do that. Let me go ahead and turn autopilot off. And I'm going to bring it on down to about 14,000 feet. Let's just see what happens. See how this goes. And we are currently almost halfway through our flight to Las Vegas, so it looks like it's going to take probably another hour to get there. So there won't be time for sightseeing once I land in Vegas, but next stream I do, which hopefully will be Friday, then we'll do some sightseeing in Vegas. I'll buzz the strip, so we'll have a fun time sightseeing in Vegas. I've been to Vegas 3 different times. It's quite the sight to see if you've ever been there in real life. Whoa, wait a minute. Let me pause things here. I am getting rated, it looks like. Oh no, Kung Fu failed at it. What? I saw where Iceman had typed in Kung Fu raid, and I thought maybe he just messed up. Oh, I have done that before. No problem at all. Hey, I appreciate the thought. It's the thought that counts, and I truly appreciate that. Thank you. I hope everyone is doing well. For those of you that are, oh no, he just typed in Scruffy. Did it go to someone else? That's okay, Iceman is here. Did it go to someone else? No, that's fine, Kung Fu. Some blank page. Oh God, I've done that. Dude, it's perfectly fine, Kung Fu. I have done that before. I've rated the wrong person. Don't feel bad about it whatsoever, dude. That's fine. How was your stream? I saw when you went live, and then I figured I was probably gonna stream too. Anyways, I hate that I missed your Microsoft Flight Sim stream. Oh shoot. Oh, okay. So I'm having issues again, Kung Fu. I'm not great at this. You may not be good at rating, but I'm telling you, I am really blowing at this aircraft right now. I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out autopilot on this thing. I thought I had it figured out last stream, but I don't. All right, thanks for the host, Kung Fu. I appreciate the host, Kung Fu Kangaroo. Y'all be sure to check out. Let me throw some. I need to give some shout outs here. Kung Fu Kangaroo, y'all check out Kung Fu Kangaroo. They're an amazing streamer. Just hit affiliate. Today was their very first affiliate stream. It was an amazing stream. Check out Kung Fu Kangaroo. Does a ton of flight sim, also does American truck driving sim, I think is the name of it, and is also playing The Long Dark. So dude, don't feel bad, Kung Fu. Do not feel bad, man. You're here, and that's all that matters. No, I appreciate it. I appreciate the thought. And then his wife is the Average Kim. You want to see a really fun stream? Check out the Average Kim. I want to be like the Average Kim because her streams are amazing. She's not. Oh shoot. It is fine. It is fine. I'm not silly. I'm being dead serious. Kim, I probably spent 2 hours last night. Oh, who followed? Thank you for following TBM Nathan. Thank you so much for the follow. How are you? Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. We're currently on a path from Fresno, California to Las Vegas. Just kind of chilling, enjoying the company. Oh, you made it. So you were in Kung Fu's channel. Well, thank you for making it. No problem at all. I hope you told everybody over at Scruffy's channel hello. I'm just picking. Kim, but seriously, I love the way you have your stream set up where when people type in random words, something happens. I love it. So I spent like 2 hours last night just coming up with kind of clever things like that. Of course, not copying the same things you do, but when people type in a certain word, something happens. So anyways, you are an inspiration to me. Sheep, not sheep. No, there is no sheep command, although that's pretty funny. I didn't even know that was a thing, Kim. I thought all commands had to have an exclamation mark before them. And so when I saw, oh, okay, thank you, Iceman. So when I saw that people would just type in, as they were typing in a word and would hit chat, that it was making a command. I said, wait a minute, I thought you had to have exclamation mark to make a command. Had no clue. Dude, Nathan, what the freaking heck? Whoa, wait a minute. Dude, thank you so much. Whoa, everyone give Nathan some hype. Wow, dude, you are on a roll. I appreciate that so much. Wow. You just started following and then you're coming in hot with 5 gift subs. What? Wow, thank you. So welcome back to the channel. He sent you a sub to Kangaroo. Dang, what the heck? That's freaking amazing. Welcome back to the channel. Any Adventure Goes. Welcome to the channel, Kung Fu Kangaroo, and everybody else. Dude, I was so blown away. I haven't even looked to see who this. Oh, Jim Furno, a new sub. Thank you, dude. Nathan, seriously, I truly appreciate it. I mean, I just words don't describe the appreciation I have for you for doing that. And thank you Furu. Lore Mike, welcome back to the channel. Furu, thank you for subbing Nathan as well. Dude, what the heck? Thank y'all. I'm getting goosebumps and stuff. Thank y'all so very much. And I'm thankful for autopilot because I would have crashed by now. And there we go, there's Nathan's. So Nathan, are you a streamer? Dude, that was totally unexpected and absolutely amazingly mind-blowing. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for that.
So Nathan, are you a streamer? I really need to shout you out if you're a streamer. You just started, sweet. All right, so everybody right now, go check out Nathan's channel. And go ahead and give them a follow. I am about to do the same myself.
Scruffy Tam, show us.
There's Nathan's channel. Jim Furno, dude, I didn't realize that you do what you do for a living. So give me just a minute. My socks of the day, everybody. Let me slide my nav map over where I can make sure everything's lined up right. My socks of the day on the well, I just lost my, there we go, my sock cam light. On the right foot, I have my Oscar the Grouch socks. These are some of my favorite socks, and y'all, I'm sorry, I'm showing part of my leg. Oscar the Grouch on the right foot, and then my light blue socks with pink cacti on them on the left foot. And those are my socks today, everybody. Thank you so much for that command. Jim Furno, so you're an airline, are you a plane technician? You're an aircraft mechanic? Is the word I was trying to say to begin with that just totally didn't come out right? So Jim Furno threw me a follow on Instagram, and I went and checked out his and returned the follow and realized, dude, it looks like you're an aircraft mechanic, and I'm kind of jealous of that. You work inspections in a TFE 731 engine overhaul shop. So you were talking about you just got flight sim, right? And you're, correct me if I'm wrong, you're wanting to learn how to fly. What the freaking heck, dude? Dude, Nathan, what? Whoa, dude, welcome to the channel, Brian Deadpool. What the freaking heck, dude? I don't know what to say. I need some kind of a command that's like, hands to mute, welcome to the channel. I am totally speechless. Totally speechless. Nathan. Thank you. I don't know what else to say, but thank you. And a bunch of freaking hype too. Iceman, welcome to the channel. Yes, Iceman got a sub. Thank you so much for subbing, Iceman. Iceman, also Iceman is also a streamer. Let me shout out Iceman as well. Here I am showing everyone else love, and I'm forgetting all about the man, Iceman. So check out Iceman as well. Who else we got here? Code DB, welcome to the channel. Enjoy your new sub. Enjoy your emotes as well. Code DB. Nathan, save some money for bills or something, dude. Surely you've got bills you've got to pay. But seriously, thank you. Beasley on Twitch, welcome. Enjoy your new sub. Also enjoy your emotes as well. Like we're gonna be seeing these notifications for a little while now as they cycle through. This is so exciting. But Nathan, I truly appreciate it. Well, Coldy Bear is another flight sim streamer. A really cool dude. Check out Coldy Bear too. And Nathan, I'm gonna go ahead right now and follow you, friend. Dude, seriously, I truly appreciate it. You now have 7 followers, so y'all be sure to go check out Nathan and give him a follow. Well deserved. It's me, Percy is a regular on my channel too. She was just on here earlier. Now she has a sub thanks to Nathan. Nathan, again, dude, totally awesome of you to do that. Alpha Damage, Enjoy your new sub as well, Alpha Damage. Thank you. We're about 100 miles out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Las Vegas. Left Fleetwood. Heck yeah. Enjoy your sub as well. Yeah, Nathan, I truly thank you so much for your humbleness, but dude, 15 gift subs. I don't think anyone has ever done 15 gift subs. So I mean that I'm totally speechless, Lady Penny was also on here earlier. Enjoy your sub as well, Lady Penny. There we go. I'm so speechless now, I don't know what to say. No, but seriously, one more. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate that. All right, everybody. So we're about 100 miles out of McCarran International Airport in Las Vegas, Nevada. Dude, no doubt. And why is my emote not working? Oh, I know why it's not working. Because I don't have that. The Scruffy Tam hype I've replaced with my my Halloween hype one. That's why I was wondering why that command wasn't working. But anyways, Kim, I'm really truly am inspired by the way you have your stream set up. Dude, Nathan, and I as well. Whenever I raid, I always try to raid a streamer that's my size, and I haven't always been financially able to help other streamers out, but lately I have been, and so I'm just like you. I'm the same way. You know what? I forgot about the PS4 days, Kim. I forgot all about that. So when we, in fact, I know it was. So you were, when I met you, you were streaming Little Nightmares 1, and that was that on PS4? I guess I forgot about that, because I remember when you did your stream when you were going out to buy the PC stuff. Well, that's awesome, and it's really amazing to see how much your channel's grown too. Very well deserved. All right, let's see here. I need to I'm going to change my heading just a little bit. Oh, you're a flight sim guy too, Nathan? Oh yeah. I'm really new at it. I struggle a lot. This is a brand new aircraft to me. This is the Beechcraft. I forgot what it is. Oh, you fly the 777s, dude. I have only flown the Airbus, whatever it is that comes free with the game, one time, and it started out mid-air and it crashed. Yeah, thank you, Kim. And I think I was saying that I didn't realize that commands could just be a word. Yeah, G36, that's it. Furu, thank you. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. It's kind of quirky though. The autopilot, I have not figured out autopilot yet. I had the altitude set at 17,000 feet, and it got up to almost 20,000 feet, just kept on going. And see, and I've got Streamlabs, Kim. I was going to ask you one day what you used for a bot. I use Streamlabs, and I've got the Streamlabs cloud bot that I use, but I also use the chat bot, which is local to my PC. And I realized playing around with it yesterday that I can just type in a word too. Yeah, so anyways, I crashed the Airbus A320. Just screwing around though. Yeah, so I've got it set up where different words trigger different things and stuff. It's pretty cool, but again, the inspiration was from you. All right, I've got to change my heading. Somehow I'm off course slightly. Autopilot is on. Why is my heading not changing when I do this? Dude, yeah, one of these days I'll be ready to jump on an airliner and try it. For now, I struggle enough with a small aircraft. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and bring my altitude down. Let's see here. I should be good at 11,000 feet if I'm doing this right, and I have no idea. Dude, thank you. If you could, let me see if this works first. And I may ask you for some help with this. Oh, there. Yeah, why is this happening? So I've got autopilot on. I've got my altitude set at 11,000 feet. Why am I, wait a minute. Yeah, why am I still gaining altitude or holding? Altitude hold mode is off. I just don't understand. Before I had it set at 17,000 feet and it climbed up to just about 20,000 just constantly. So I'm just not sure. I'm close enough to Las Vegas where I need to drop on down a little bit more. Because right over this mountain range is where we're going to be landing. So I'm probably just going to go into manual fly mode. Let me get in contact with the airport and see which one. Vertical speed needs to be on, then set to. Okay, that's probably what I'm going to have to do. I didn't realize vertical speed needs to be on. That makes sense. Because I'm fixing to have to fly it manually anyways. We're getting close. Let me find the airport, and then I'm gonna have to take a potty break real quick. All right, so KLAS. Nathan, are you on Twitch by any chance? I mean, not Twitch. That was totally stupid. Of course you're on Twitch. Are you on Twitter? It starts with twa. Forgive me. Are you on Twitter? I know, right? It starts with twa. Twitter, Twitch, whatever. Oh man. You're not, but you can get it. No, the only reason I was asking was because I was gonna shout you out on Twitter as well, but no, I mean, no reason to do that. So vertical speed needs to be on. Then set my altitude. So I want to set it. I'm gonna drop it on down. Oh, did I do something wrong? Nope. Are you saying no about the shout out or no about the vertical speed? The button next to vertical speed. Okay, thank you. Oh, okay. I'm gonna go ahead to 8,000 and let's just, I'll go to 9,000. How about that? And let's see what happens. VS on and then VS down. Oh, okay. So how do I adjust? Okay, wait a minute. Vertical speed. Okay, vertical speed on and then vertical speed down. There we go. Okay. Okay, so I've got it set at 9,000 feet. And there we go. We're dropping on down. Dude, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. And now I need to change my heading because what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to fly in. So we're heading for this mountain range, but I want to go this way and just fly around and down and then fly into runway. What is that? 10? 1L or 1R. So I need to go ahead and change my heading before we hit this mountain. That would be a disaster. All right, heading change. Tatterman, what is going on, friend? How are you? Welcome back to the channel. Good to see you, friend. I hope you are doing well. I hope you're doing well this evening. Figuring out some stuff on this aircraft this evening. We are approaching Las Vegas, getting close. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Had a great day at work. Really good class. I'm teaching, so the two subjects I'm teaching right now, I teach automotive technology. I teach people how to fix vehicles. The two subjects I'm teaching this time around, one of them is service management, how to run a shop. I was a service manager for 14 years and I'm very passionate about customer service. So I love that class. Oh, okay, thank you. And then the other class I'm teaching is, there we go. Is basically alignments, steering and suspension. So how to align a vehicle and you know, all the adjustments and the angles and stuff like that. But I love what I do. All right, we should be good. You know, 8,000 feet may be a little low. No, I'm at 9,000. That may be a little low for this mountain range. We'll see. We'll see. No, dude, Nathan, please. I am extremely new to flight simming, and anyone that's been in my channel for any period of time will tell you I don't mind backseating. So never apologize, never feel bad for telling me anything. Even if I'm playing, you know, if I'm playing a regular game, not flight simming, I don't mind backseating or, you know, giving me hints or anything like that. So dude, don't ever feel bad about that. I totally appreciate you saying that though. But no, don't ever feel bad about giving me help. Okay. I'm gonna take a quick potty break, so I'm gonna put the plane on hold. Isn't this a cool thing we can put? Actually, I'm gonna let it keep on flying. I'm on autopilot, right? That's what autopilot's for. So the passengers can see the pilot walking down the aisle and wonder who's flying the freaking plane. All right, enjoy some spooky music, and I'll be right back. Yes, actually, the reason I went to the BRB screen is so that y'all would not see me open this window right here. It's another reason I was dropping down in altitude so that I could open this window and not worry about freezing any body parts off. But yes, I peed out the window, and that's why I went to the BRB screen so that y'all would not see any of that. Those poor people. Funny story though, Nathan. In the early 90s, I decided that I wanted to be a pilot. So a neighbor that lives 2 houses up from my mom, he was a CFI and had flown for years. I've known them for many years. So he was going to be my CFI. So went out one Saturday morning, got in, and it was a Cessna, got in the Cessna, and he did the walk around, showed me how to check everything, check the fuel quality, all that good stuff. We checked all the flaps and all that good stuff. Got in, fired it up, taxied down the runway. We get up in the air, and he tells me, okay, pull back on the yoke. And I don't know how high, I don't know what our altitude was, but he tells me, pull back on the yoke. So I start easing back on it, and he says, no, like this. And he just, and I can't say that he jerked it back because it probably would have stalled. We probably would have lost lift and stalled. But he pulls it back enough to where, I'm feeling kind of woozy now. Because I get motion sickness fairly easy. So anyways, we climb, we descend. I mean, we ascend rather quickly. And then he says, okay, now push in on the yoke. So I start easing in on the yoke, and then he does the same thing the opposite direction. No, like this, and he pushes in on it, and then we start nosediving, not like a, extreme nosedive or anything, but a lot quicker than what my equilibrium or my motion sickness can handle. And I tell him, I said, look, Bobby was his name, Bobby, I'm about to puke. So you have a barf bag in here. And he starts laughing. He says, no, I don't have a barf bag, but push open the window and just puke out the window. So I am dead serious. I am dead serious when I say that I did puke out the window over the town where I live. And then I went home. We landed the plane. I went home and I laid in bed the rest of the day, just sick as a dog. And that was the extent of my flight training. Still got my logbook. I still have my logbook with however many hours, 1 hour, I think, of flight time in it. But yeah, that was the extent. And Bobby told me many times, he said, look, you'll get over the motion sickness. Just keep on, flying. But I just could not do it. But yeah, that's my story of me puking over my town. Oh, where am I from? Oh, Beasley, what is going on, dude? Yeah, you heard a really cool story. By the way, Nathan is who gifted you your sub. The fellow that I was talking to just now. That's who gifted you your sub. So Nathan came in here and went crazy with gift subs. Where am I from? I'm from South Carolina in the United States. I like to kid around with people and tell them I'm from England or Australia or something like that. But for some reason, no one ever believes me. All right, let's look at the altitude. Where are we at altitude wise? Dropping on down. Doing good. Oh, you were in Hartsville? So you're in Alabama? No, wait. Dude, wait a minute now. Hartsville, South Carolina? Hang on, wait a minute. Is there a Hartsville, South Carolina? Are we that close together? What? Dude. Oh, you're from the UK. Oh, you're moving to Mississippi? Sweet, Nathan. I've got a bunch of friends, streamer friends that are in Mississippi. Iceman, KGRD. KGRD is my home airport. That's where I started my stream from. I live about a half mile from KGRD, and I started my my coast to coast tour. I started in KGRD, my home airport. Dude, it's a small world. I met somebody from Greenville, so you're not the closest I've met on my stream, but you're second closest. So I'm about, what are we, about an hour and a half from each other? Greenwood to Darlington, something like that. Dude, that's amazing. I had no idea, Iceman. We're gonna have to meet up sometime. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right, so here we are, and here is McCarran International in Las Vegas. So I need to go ahead and contact them and see if I can fly into see what they want me to do. They may want me to fly one of these runways, so let's see which one they want me to fly into. Wow, what a small world it is, right? Oh, Nathan, dude, that'd be pretty awesome. I have been I've been to a couple of the they used to call it Bush National, the V6, the V6 cars, years ago, but it's been a long time since I've been to a race. I'm into drag racing. I like the super fast cars. 26L. Okay, so wow, we got a little ways to go before we're ready to land. I need to go ahead and change my heading very shortly. Are you really, Nathan? Dude, so yeah, we're gonna be good friends. Let me tell you what my background is. So I started out Iceman with all the channel point redemptions on the You Shall Not Pass. Excuse me. I was a car mechanic. I worked on cars for 14 years of my life. At a started out at a Chevrolet Mazda store, and then became an expert on all things General Motors, like Chevrolet, Cadillac, Oldsmobile, Buick. Was a car mechanic for 14 years, and then I became service manager at the very first dealership I worked at. So I've only worked at two places at a car shop. The first one was a Chevrolet Mazda dealer. Second one was a Chevrolet Cadillac dealer. We're gonna be awful close to this mountain. Yeah, hang on just a minute. Let me change things really quick. Like, I need to go up. So I've got it set at 9,000 feet. I'm gonna set it for 11, and need to make it go up.
Scruffy Tam,
There we go.
show us those.
Okay, I'm good now. Just being safe, being cautious. So anyways, I worked on cars for 14 years of my life, and then the next 14 I was service manager, and now I've been teaching people how to work on them for 4 years. So yeah, I'm a huge what I call a motorhead. I love vehicles. All right, my socks of the day, please forgive. You're going to be able to see because my socks have fell down a little bit, so forgive my leg. On my right foot, I've got my Oscar the Grouch socks for Halloween. Oscar the Grouch socks. And then on the left foot, I've got my light blue socks with pink cactuses on them. I need to move my sock cam a little bit closer now. Now that I've got my pedals, I had to move them back a little bit, but I need to move it up. Rotorhead. Pepper, what is going on, Pepper? Hey, how are you? Good to see you, Pepper. It's been a while. I hope you're doing well, friend. So yeah, I'm a pretty big gearhead. It has been a long time, Pepper. I hope you're doing well. Motorhead, gearhead. You have a pair of Google socks? Dude, I'm jealous. I've got some Napa Auto Parts socks that are pretty awesome, but dude, Google socks. And I keep saying that I'm gonna do a some sort of store where people can like gift me crazy socks or whatever. I need to work on that, but also have a store where, you know, like a merch store, but I don't know. I kind of feel like you let me have them at lunch. Dude, that'd be awesome. That would be awesome. I need to see how far away Darlington is from me. Let's see here. Oh, you're getting a Switch. Are you getting the new Switch, Pepper? Which Switch are you getting? Oh wow, yeah, we're further away than what I thought, actually. We're about 2 hours and 40 minutes away, Iceman. 2 hours and 40 minutes away. A regular one for you, sweet. You're 23, you studied to be a car mechanic in school, but was never clever at it, so you studied music. You were a drummer in your town's orchestra band, toured Germany. Oh dude, you toured Germany? Nice, nice, nice. Heck yeah, so I didn't know if you were getting the new Switch that's just coming out. It's I think it's got a 7-inch screen, something like that. Wait a minute, what am I doing? I'm change my heading just a little bit, and we're about to clear the mountain range, so I'm going to go ahead and drop back down. Drop back down to where I was. Okay, so I've got to go vertical speed. No, wait, down. There we go. And change my heading just a little bit more. Trying to line up perpendicular with the runway. OLED, that's it. Yeah, and hey, I'm happy with my regular one as well. But yeah, the OLED would be nice, or however you say it. But no, I'm totally with you on that, my friend.
Las Vegas Tower, southwest 2359 or 11 miles east, inbound ILS runway 26 left approach.
Yeah, Nathan, if I was closer to you, I would definitely, once you move over here, we can meet up and I'd take you to some races, because we're 2 hours from Charlotte, and we take our students 2 times a year to the drag races there, and we're 3 hours from Atlanta. I'm sorry, I got distracted by this dot right here, which I guess is another aircraft.
Runway 26 left southwest 865.
Yeah, so if we live closer, but Mississippi's a good little piece away from where I'm at, unfortunately. So this must be the aircraft that they're talking to now, because I can see it passing in front of me. You can travel, heck yeah. Dude, drag racing is absolutely awesome. It's awesome to see You can watch drag racing on TV, and you can tell that the cars are going fast and all that stuff, and you see people with their ear protection on. But if you ever go to one of the drag races, and I'm talking the big NHRA where they've got the top fuel dragsters, Ken Zone Star, what is going on, my friend? How are you? Good to see you this evening, Kent. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, the ATC on Flight Sim is totally, it drives me crazy when you get to a busy airport. But you're sitting in the stands. You're sitting in the stands at a drag race, and the cars go flying by, and the stands shake. And even your eyes, your eyeballs themselves, just from the air being disturbed from the just the raw power coming out of the cylinders of those cars, your eyes actually shake as well. It is just out of this world. It's amazing. I love it. I love it. I love it. Kent Zone Star, another streamer friend of ours. Let me give Kent Zone Star a shout out. Also, Pepper is as well. My apologies, Pepper, for not having already shouted you out. So there we go. There's some shout outs. Kent Zone Star playing Dead by Daylight, and Pepper playing Doom. Everyone's doing all the scary stuff this month, and here I am doing Flight Sim, which I'm perfectly fine with. I love Flight Sim. All right, let's see how we're looking altitude wise. I probably need to slow this descent down a little bit, because I see that mountain. I see you, mountain. I see you. In fact, you know what? I'm just gonna kick autopilot off, and let's fly manually now. Dude, this airport, check this out. I want you to, oh, you're very welcome. You're very welcome. Oh, Nathan, dude, I am so glad that you found me. I'm gonna give Furu a jab, even though Furu screwed up the raid. I'm just messing with Furu. But no, I'm seriously, Nathan, it's really good to have met you. So look at all the air traffic flying into Las Vegas. This is crazy. There's 4 in a row right there, and here comes another one swinging in.
Clear to land runway 26 left, number 2 southwest 1388.
Oh, nice, Beasley. See, and I don't really care for the NASCAR stuff. I used to be somewhat of a fan. But man, I love drag racing. I'm a huge fan of drag racing. You played mostly Nintendo games, and Doom was the odd one. And Doom's the one they're showing. I haven't played my Nintendo in quite some time. It's been a little while since I broke the Nintendo out and played it. My grandkids are the ones that have been playing the heck out of my Nintendo. They're both kind of stuck on Zelda Breath of the Wild. I've got them stuck on that. But there's another game also called Scale Attack that my grandson has kind of fallen in love with. Dude, Nathan, I'm gonna have to keep an eye out on your streams. Yes, Kim. They both love it. They both love it. They have no clue what they're doing, but they both love it. So let's see here. Nathan, I'm gonna try my best to catch your stream. Tomorrow I'll be teaching from 8 a.m. Eastern time until 1:30 basically Eastern time. Most of the time I'm just lurking in people's streams when I'm at work, unfortunately, because I'm working. But Pepper, dude, it is well worth it. That is the best money that you can spend on a game, in my opinion. All right, let's look for where is Vegas? I mean, of course I know where Vegas is, but I was looking for the airport. We should be almost parallel to it now. Yeah, that's the Las Vegas airport. This, of course, is Las Vegas, Nevada. My next stream will do some sightseeing using the drone in game. Six-hour difference between us. Yeah, I've got a lot of friends. I've got a lot of friends who are in the UK. I don't know if you've seen or heard of the Westinator. KFAT is a UK. He used to be a streamer. He kind of gave up streaming. I think he got discouraged. But KFAT, another really good friend. Got several viewers in here that are from the UK. Taco is one of them. Anyways, got a lot of people. I can't think of. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna allow that. I don't know why it was trying to deny that. But yes, we are -4 Zulu in South Carolina. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Automod's kind of weird about things. I thought you were trying to say something bad, I guess. Thank you for all your help. All right, I'm slowly making my go around. Once I finish my my go around. So right now I am on the not downwind. Wait a minute. I am on. Yeah, I'm on the downwind leg. Automodded put? What? That's weird. And then I'm fixing to go to base. So I'm fixing to go ahead and switch over to the base leg. So I'll be making my turn into the base leg. Yeah, it really does work weird. I'm thankful for it though. I mean, I guess I'd rather it catch words that aren't necessarily offensive than not catch the offensive ones, if you know what I mean. I'd rather it err on the side of caution. Just my opinion. Just my opinion. And I'm not 100% sure if this is Lake Mead or not. I can't remember what lake feeds Vegas. I can't remember if it's Lake Mead that feeds Vegas or if it's Lake Mead that feeds or waters, I guess you could say, Arizona, Phoenix. Yeah. But either way, in real life, when you fly over the lake that supplies water to, I'm pretty sure it's Las Vegas, it's really scary to see how low the water level has gotten over the years. You can actually see the ridges where it used to be and where it's at now. They're in a pretty rough drought, or they were last time I was there. Okay, I'm way too high. Oh shoot, I definitely don't want to go low that fast, but I'm way high up right now. Can you vomit out the window? Why not? It has been done before. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and slow my airspeed down. I'm pretty sure they said, I'm thinking it was 26L. Be right back, dinner. Perfect time to say that. What you having for dinner, by the way? All right, coming on around. I am really high though, really high. But I think I have time to bring it on down. All right, I'm gonna try to remember how I was told to do this last stream. So I need to be full throttle, back off on prop. Bring it on down, Scruffy, bring it on down. Coming up on our runway. 26L, I think, is where they told me to land. Lined up fairly decently. I could be better. Still at 5,000 feet though. I need to bring it on down some more. I'm gonna go another notch of flaps. I don't want to stall though. I'm approaching stall speed. We don't want that to happen.
Tower, Desert Flight 1211 miles southwest inbound ILS runway 26 left approach. Desert Flight 12 Las Vegas Tower. Altimeter 29.902 wind 259 tree. Cleared ILS runway 26 left approach. Cleared ILS runway 26 left approach Desert Flight 12.
I need to bring my airspeed down some, but I don't want to stall this high up in the air, so I'm just gonna just be really careful as I drop in altitude, as I descend, that I don't get into stall territory. So off in the distance you can see downtown Las Vegas, kind of see the skyscrapers and stuff. I'm gonna have to research where the strip is before my next stream so we can get the drone out and do some sightseeing. And then also I want to buzz the strip with the plane as well. All right, here we go. I don't see the runway lights yet, or maybe I do. I can't tell if that's another plane or if that's actually the runway lights. Looks like we're lined up pretty well with
Beechcraft 2 Sierra Tango wind 259
with 20
Cleared to land runway 26 left.
26L is where they want me to
Cleared to
go.
land runway 26 left Beechcraft 2 Sierra Tango.
All right, we're good. We're good.
Las Vegas Tower, Hawaiian Tree 210 miles east inbound ILS runway 26 left approach. Hawaiian Tree 2 Las Vegas Tower. Altimeter 29.902 wind 259 tree.
Kind of drifting off to the left a little bit. Dang it, microphone's getting in the way. That's not good.
Runway 26 left approach Hawaiian Tree 2.
Yeah, I'm drifting to the left. Y'all, I am horrible at landing. I know part of that is I'm getting down to stall, getting close to stall speed, and it's getting a little squirrely because of that. But I've got to get over to the right a little bit to land square on this runway. I want this to be a good landing. All right, here we go.
2464 Las Vegas Tower. Altimeter 29
Flaps.
wind
Bring the props on down.
Cleared ILS runway 26 left approach.
All right, so I've changed my prop pitch to basically nothing. Oh, Nathan, dude, that's amazing. No problem at all. It's actually really cool that y'all do that. My wife and I actually do the same.
Clear to land runway 26 left Hawaiian tree 2.
So never apologize for that. Okay, I'm coming in very hot. I'm coming in way too hard of an angle. But I'm hoping I can fix this. So I'm coming in too far to the left and also too far at an angle pointing down, but there we go. Straighten it up, Scruff. Oh shoot, you know what I forgot to do? My landing gear. Oh gosh, I don't have my landing gear down, y'all. Landing gear down, and oh gosh, this is bad. We're gonna crash. Oh wow, but we made it. We made it. That was a rough landing, but we made it, everybody. Oh wow. Dude, we went four-wheeling. We went four-wheeling and we made the headlines.
127.9er for Beechcraft 2 Sierra Tango.
Dude, that's amazing, Nathan. How did we make it? Dude, I am not sure, Kangaroo, how we survived that. I mean, I am dead serious. I don't know. I mean, with the bouncing and yeah, I don't know how we survived that, but we did. Yeah, so Nathan, we help out on Wednesday nights with the children at our church. I also do audio at the church we attend as well. So that's pretty awesome, man. We got a lot of stuff in common. Okay, I got to figure out how to shut this thing down. All right. Well, one of these days, I will have a successful landing